Hey guys, how are you all doing? It's great to be with you. Today we're going to be talking about the perfect tenses. Not just the present perfect or future perfect or past perfect, but perfect tenses in general because there is an idea behind perfect tenses and I want to explain that a little bit in today's lesson. So let's take a look at the board. I'm going to write a couple of sentences here and let's just start to get a feel for perfect tenses, each one specifically, like the past perfect, present perfect, and future perfect separately, and then we'll try to connect the dots and see what they have in common. All right, so let's get to the board. So I'm going to write a couple of examples here. My first example would be this. I have watched this movie. Let's go with The Inception. Whoops. The Inception already. All right. Another sentence. I had already called you when you came in. Next example. I will have graduated by the year 2021. All right. Now, the thing that all of these sentences have in common is that they are all perfect tenses. The first one is present perfect, right? I have watched The Inception already. Right? Already is kind of optional. You can omit already and the sentence would still be correct. But I just like to use already in my perfect sentences. It's a good indication and it just makes it a little bit easier to understand or to, let's say, identify. So the next one, I had already called you when you came in. Now this one is, of course, a past perfect sentence, right? Had already done something. I had done it before something else happened. The next one, I will have graduated by the year 2021. All right, now here's the thing. Let me take you to another board, this time on Paint. Now let me use my trusty marker here just to demonstrate a point. So here we have a, whoop, that doesn't look great. Here, yeah, okay, now we're talking. Here we have a timeline, all right? Now here would be the future, here would be the past, and naturally here, roughly, would be now. All right, so let's take another look at our first sentence. I have watched, how does this work? Okay, I have watched The Inception already. So this one was present perfect. Now, what this means here for us in this timeline of sorts means that if this is now, watching The Inception has happened before this point. All right, so somewhere here. All right. Now, let's take a look at the other example. I had already called you when you came in. Let's make this one a little bit bigger. Okay. I had already called you when you came in. So, where would this take place? If this was a present perfect sentence, where would our second sentence be? A past perfect sentence. So, if this is the past, and like this is when you came in. So, over here, what is this? When is this? This is when you came in. Now, before this moment of time, you had already called. So the action of calling has already happened before this point in time. Remember, the second sentence, let's say, for example, in a past perfect sentence should be referring to a point in time. It might not even be a sentence. It could just be, for example, you had already, wait, what was the sentence? You had already called, no, that's not right. I had already called you before 4 p.m. Now this means that 4 p.m. is probably sometime in the past today. All right? So whether it's a time, like an explicit time, a date or whatever, a day of the week, or another sentence to indicate a point in time, our past perfect sentence should have something like this as our future perfect sentence, which you will see right now. I will have graduated by the year 2021. Now, the same idea applies here. Here, the point in time is not indicated by an action, but by actually like a year, a number, right? So in this case, our point in time in the future is here. Now, when is here? It's the year 2021, right? Now, our action, the action of graduating, has already happened before this point in time, somewhere between here to here, all right? So I think you can now connect the dots. I think now you can see what is common between these three sentences, these three perfect sentences. It's the idea that there is a point in time in all of them. If it's the present perfect, it's the present. If it's the past perfect, it's a point in time in the past. If it's the future perfect, it's a point in time in the future before which our main action, the action that we're talking about, has happened. That is the idea behind perfect sentences, right? Now, that's pretty much it in terms of like the structure of perfect sentences. Past perfect, present perfect, future perfect. And I'm going to leave it here. I hope to see you in the next session. Until then, take care and bye-bye.